I wouldn't believe if I told y'all. What it do, y'all. So points of RoBs Inferno while it burns. So shout out to all my guys and gossips and all our vibrational hearing beings. You know what the fuck it is. So I just want to say, I made it through half the day. Actually, more than that, I ain't killed myself. You know what I'm saying? Life is so different knowing as a black man that really knowing everything how it is and really knowing the war you in and the stuff that's really against you, you know. But it's not presented like how it really is, and you gotta keep your sanity around it if you're aware, right? Life just feels different, and it don't even feel the same for me. I literally came over here and I said I gotta move. I'm gonna do something to myself. I said I gotta just move around real quick and do something. You know what I'm saying? Just clear my head a little bit, the best I can. You know, it's crazy. I was soaking in the sun for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours in public too. My eyes closed and everything, right? I was just eating the sun, and then a ladybug came on me. You know, a ladybug came on me, and I'm gonna post this video. I don't know if I told y'all, but the other day when I was rehearsing my verses, a big ass bee came on me also. It's been like a lot of like spiritual like signs that's been like stuff that's been happening to show me that like I'm protected, and around a lot of the genocide in which I'm aware that I'm living in, to just know when to stand still, you know when not react. But what I mean by not react, I mean literally damn near act like everything around you don't even exist for a moment, just to kind of ground yourself. That's what I mean, you know. Y'all know I value y'all to death. You know, I value truth. I value children. I don't value ignorance. You know, and my level of awareness now is like I see everything from the ignorant standpoint, in which a lot of people might not see it from, because they don't know what they're living in, or they do and they're protecting toxicity. You know, but how clear it is for me, it's like I told y'all, I mean, some days I'll be better than others. I'm looking at a child right now while I'm alienated from my child, y'all. This little girl probably the same age as my son. She's not 5. She's probably like 7 or something like that. Her mom just went to the store, but it's just like, yeah, I have no idea like the level of like patience I have. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see, like my hands is like shaking, you know, but. So that's the trauma, how much it hurt, you know. Like, how could it be a system that can take a mom or dad away from their child wrongly, and then that same person that would happen to, even if it happens to a white person, even if it happens to a Muslim person, whoever it happens to, right? That you're supposed to keep your sanity around that. If you might not know nothing, might be the worst case of child alienation, but regardless of even the foundation in which the judicial system is built on, you know, you could be completely innocent, but you got to keep your composure. And you're expected to keep your sanity. Anything else other than that, you would be dealt with almost as if like you're in the wrong or it's your fault, you know. I'm really out of words for a lot of stuff, y'all. But like I told y'all, no matter what, I'm gonna make it to your next day. You know, whether I have energy to get to this shit or whatever I gotta get done, I'm just gonna make sure I don't harm myself. I'm gonna make sure I get back to my child. I got court November 19th. You know, I'm gonna present this affidavit. It's been 5 years, y'all. My child was an infant last time I seen him. But I think well, I'm so smart and ahead of my time with stuff and knowing how energy works and stuff like that. I know it's not even about just everything that I did or doing as far as getting back with him in place, but it's more so the fact that when I do get back at him, to not crash out, because I can't get that time that she took from me on my child, and that's gonna hurt me even more so when I'm back in his life. So I'm already preparing for that before it even happens, you know. And I hope I have a good handle on it when it happens. You know. Um, like I said, I'm very proud of myself though today, because it's like, you feel certain levels of pain, and then you can't even do nothing. You just got to kind of like just sit and make sure, you know what I mean? Basically, what I'm saying is, what we all know is like mental health issues or mental awareness. Even if not that exactly, you will have mental attacks off your awareness as soon as you see stuff as what it is. Because the first thing, as soon as you see a lot of stuff for exactly how it is, the first thing that you're going to notice immediately is you're going to notice all the people that's not aware, and that's going to feel like an attack. And then you're going to notice the people that are aware and acting like they're not aware, and that's going to feel like an attack also. You get what I'm saying? And you got to keep your sanity around it, and it's even another level of control that you have to have when you're even aware of how this affects children. You really realize that children aren't protected like how the world tries to say and stuff like that, even besides like them coming up missing, just the regular day basis, what they're associated with, what they're connected to, you know what I mean? And I got a type of heart where all species, right? Complex cell organism or prokaryotic cell. Like I tell y'all all the time, everybody should have full control of the growth and development of their child. So that's with everything. But everybody doesn't have that though, and it's not even just the fact that everybody doesn't have that, but the children, your child. I'm speaking to everybody right now. Your child, how it's in the clutches of regular stuff that you deem that's just regular. Like, so I'm talking about the educational system even, right? Somebody else is controlling the full development in the most important years of their life. The most important years of any child's life is 1 through 5 or 1 through 9. That's going to shape the rest of how they're going to be later on in life. You know what I mean? So the fact that people aren't even conscious enough to understand even that alone, to have to say why they would want to have full control in the development of their child, that's insane. Y'all see I'm sweating even just thinking about this shit. It hurts so bad, but I told y'all, don't matter what, I'm gonna make it to your next day though. If I was gonna crash out, I would have probably did that, when I first got alienated from my child. I'm getting out of it now, and I'm getting a little bit, of myself. I'm finding pieces of myself, y'all. But you just got to stay positive. But what I'm basically trying to say is, though, because I'm trying to say this as broadly as, like, I'm not trying to be specific, but anything that's in a category of anything presented to your masses how we thought it was or thinking it was good, to see that it's not that, or it's manipulation around it. It's so much stuff that's in that category, y'all, but all the stuff that's in that category is like, and you can notice this regardless of middle class, rich, poverty, no matter what level you're on, you can notice this, you know what I mean? You could become aware, something could trigger something to make you aware. You could just have a thought and want to look into it and be like, let me just see this. I just want to make sure because I don't know why, and then you find out some shit, right? So it's crazy, y'all. But one thing that's certain is me understanding genetics. I have empathy and compassion for all species. I tell y'all that all the time, and I actually have more empathy for the complex cell organism than I did before I knew genetics. I had a lot of anger towards anybody with animal DNA, because I was just so mad. I didn't understand it, but now I understand it, and I know how everything is how it is and stuff. And like I'm telling y'all, like, we don't take enough accountability for our ignorance, It's a lot of stuff that we could have changed, where it's like Mother Nature didn't even have to do what she's doing. But it's not even just our lack of awareness. I told y'all how we've been divided and stuff, and how we are towards each other. You could tell a so-called black person something, and they could see it clear as daylight, even for what you're saying, right? and they still won't take initiative to bring attention to that, whatever that would be, or just stop it alone if they can, you know? And so basically what I'm telling y'all is, of course, the complex cell organism and their infringed ways, their ideology is detrimental for us and our offspring, even them. It's detrimental for even their own kids, right? But what I'm saying is, you really got to understand, a lot of the stuff that they present to us, we're not even combating. We're just going right along. Or I'm going to say the masses isn't even combating, you know what I'm saying? And there's certain things that you could talk to regular people. And like, just off the top of my head, like I could just say just average stuff that I know that everybody deals with, right? And people be like, oh, I know that that's wrong, or yeah, I see what you're saying with that. But how much stuff do we notice in that category in which nobody tries to do anything about? But yet we just still talk about how we're all aware of it. You hear what I'm saying? So this is a very serious thing, you know. I just want everybody to be all right at the end of the day. Hold on real quick, y'all. You see how people try to provoke you. Like I asked this, it's crazy because I heard what he was talking about, right? And I asked this white dude if he can help me. You know what this man said? Y'all, I don't even think that nobody owes me anything, but I'm telling y'all, when y'all smart, I put the volume off so y'all didn't hear it. But if y'all would have heard it, you know what this man said to me? He said, absolutely not. And he said it like passive aggressive as hell. Like as if like I'm supposed to attack him because he's not helping me. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, like it's a serious. When I'm telling y'all that hatred, that those animals are trying to express themselves, I'm not lying to y'all. And you're gonna see more of that, and even if you don't even say nothing to them, you're gonna see more of that from a collective standpoint, you know, because of what's happening with their DNA. You know, you're just gonna see some of it faster with some other one. Any chance that they get to try to cause disturbance, you know what I mean? It's sad though, you know. Come here. Oh, yo, you want in there? I'll get the door for you. You want in there?
Yeah.
I got you.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, no question.
Pretty cool. Appreciate you.
Already. I got you. Enjoy the rest of your day also. She coming out? Yes. Yeah, so this is very, very serious. So I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, you know, it's crazy. You know, even the white lady just now that held the door for me as I just came back in here. She heard what I was saying, and I seen her wipe almost like her eyes started to tear up. I seen her wipe her eyes. Because everything that I be talking about, y'all, everybody knows what I be saying be the complete truth, you know? And I've spoke about stuff for so long, and everything that I've said has happened to a degree, or even where we're at now, where it's like, if there's anybody in this area that's probably trying to like gaslight me, just because of attached feelings, they just don't like me, or like, you know what I'm saying? They're just trying to provoke me any way that they can and stuff like that. But for the most part, I keep my composure because it's like I already felt like the level of pain that I felt. I've been scorched already in a way where it's like I can't be scorched anymore. Like it's more like if somebody's mean to me, it's just like, if anything, it's like disappointment, you know, because of how nice I am, for real. Like I'm not a bad person or anything like that. I've never been a bad person, for real. You know, even when I was doing bad things or whatever, it was like, you know, I'm just be straightforward with y'all. Like I had people trying to take my life. You know what I'm saying? There's some people right now, like if I seen them, you know what I mean, they would shoot at me, or I would have to shoot at them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm dead ass. Like I'm not telling y'all no lies, man. Like it's nothing to brag about. Like I changed my life like years now, but I'm just saying, when you feel certain levels of, and you know, like real violence and real pain, and you know you see stuff escalate so fast over nothing, And you know what I mean? People forever hurt, you know, even after the main situation and shit like that. It just makes you just think about stuff different. You look at problems different. You know what I'm saying? You just think differently about stuff, you know? So I almost wish y'all would have heard it when he said it though. Because he definitely tried to like provoke me, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not even like a reactive person like that no more. You know, the only time I'm really gonna like harm someone or something, y'all, is if like I'm at a point of like no return. I got to defend myself, and I can't remove myself or something like that. Like I got a child, like I don't got time to be putting myself in harm's way for no reason or trying to harm anybody else. Where I get separated from my child even more than I already been alienated from him. You know, me just talking about it is making my body shake. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause of just how much I've been separated from him. You know, and you got another one. I'm about to. Damn, I was about to get that jump from him. But it's a real thing. So like when I be telling y'all this and stuff, like I'm telling y'all this from the bottom of my heart. Like this I'm not. I have no reason to lie to y'all, you know. But it just seems like as I go forward in the days, it's just like I'm just seeing the chosen. Like as far as like the chosen people, it's becoming so obvious like who we are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing the same all over the world as far as like the chosen people who have certain information or who have a certain level of righteousness with them. It's like you're starting to be able to tell because regardless of like our financial situation and stuff, it's a certain level of like I don't know what to call it, but just battles. But how everybody knows it, I guess you would say like spiritual warfare, right? It's not, and you know if it's happening to you, if you fit what I'm talking about, because it's not like you gotta guess it. You know what I mean? It's not where you gotta guess it. Like you just know, you know by how a lot of stuff is happening to you. You can tell. You know, or the levels of attacks. Just something as simple as me trying to get some money on my smart trip, and by that, scratching somebody can help me or not. But to say it in such a passive aggressive way, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just shows you it wasn't even you know what I mean? It shows you that a lot of people have a lot more that they got to work on within themselves in general. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of times where, you know what I mean, I wasn't able to help someone out with anything, and I help people out any every chance I get. But there's been times where people ask me, I really didn't have anything to help them with, whatever it was they was asking. But even if I couldn't help that person, right, I wouldn't say it to them like in a mean way, or like in a way to like make them reactive. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think people owe me anything, but I'm just saying, you really gotta understand what I'm talking about right now. It's like a lot of times people use situations to try to like with black men, like to try to make us reactive, so then it could be like we could feel like a stereotype or something, you know what I'm saying? And put it like this, what he was trying to get out of me or whatever, he probably would have got that shit out of me when I was like, I would have had to at least be like 21. I'm 33 years old, you know, like I'm not, I don't even like that type of energy around me. Even me coming from like that lifestyle and way of handling situations, if I sense that you're on that type of tip or still doing some of them type of things or whatever, I'm gonna make my distance. I don't want no association with that type of stuff or that level of ignorance. You know, that's not healthy for me, especially at the level of the abuse that I took off of a narcissist and my family being destroyed and child alienation. I don't got no time to be around that type of energy. You know, I'm probably gonna be healing for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be honest with y'all around like my relationship with my son, even when I get back to him. So like I'm not I'm not on like a negative lower vibration or nothing like that. Even when like I might get mad and I might kirk and I might when I kirk like I might cuss or whatever or express my anger because how much I miss my son. That's just the pain of me missing him. That's not saying just because like I miss my son, like I'm a try to attack the world or something. Even with me knowing what the judicial system is, you know, and how it's set up. You know what I mean? To break up families and stuff like that. I'm not. I know what's happening right now. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's. If I had to guess anything, I wish I would have just seen. I wish my awareness of what I know now about everything. I wish I would have known it more. We are in the end, but more closer to your end, even than right now. You know what I mean? Like, because with my level of awareness and how clear I see everything and what's taking place, it is a gift that I'm aware of the information, and I talk to people daily and I help people out with it. But it's like an attack on my mind at the last of everything, or the lies that's being projected that's affecting the masses and children. That's the shit that is hard for me. I almost wish that I didn't know or have full awareness about, because it just causes so much. It causes so much pain. It becomes mental, and it becomes physical sometimes. Like literally, like my heart will start hurting, you know, because I'll be thinking like, damn, like all this shit, the wild shit is happening with children that shouldn't be going on. I can't even save them. You know what I mean? Or the only way I can save them is making social media aware. But because I'm getting out of the struggle off of fighting for my son, everybody connects your knowledge with financials. Like y'all know how that is. If you're going through a financial situation or something like that, you could be smart as anything, but even more so if people already don't know what you're talking about or something. It's like majority of like the world would think like whatever you're talking about is lies, or it's complete lies just because you're financially struggling. Like the attention span of like an average person, most people have undeveloped brains, so due to like how they eat and stuff. So it's like you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not really what it really is. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, Like I said, children are gonna be all safe real soon, Ain't gonna be another day where everybody could just worry about their own personal kid and it'd be everything else happening with a million other kids around the world and they're not protected. It's not gonna be nothing set up like that where that's happening, Like I care about myself and I care about everybody, but I care about children first. Us as adults, we go through what we go through, but them children, they don't even know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They have no idea what's going on until like they feel the pain. So it's like, nah. That's why even with me, like, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, even with me, with my music and stuff, like, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna get dangerous for me the more I get known. I know my name has already been said by certain celebrities that I've already been in contact with, but probably more so in a negative way because of what I speak about. I know my stance. The celebrities I've been in contact with, I probably would have already blew up, or they probably would have reached out besides just regular casual conversation in a way with the talent that I have, like catapult me faster. But they're not going to take a chance off of their reputation with some of the stuff that I'm aware of. Like if I was to speak about that with them having a connection to me, I'm smart enough to realize that I already know. I don't take it personal. It's just like it is what it is. Some people you can't make a person stand for like righteousness and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that already got to be in you. Like I can't make a person feel what I'm feeling and see the wrongness in it how I see it. It's like either you see it or you don't, especially right now. So it's like I'm not. But it is crazy though. It's crazy as hell. But yeah, I value y'all. Y'all know I value y'all to death. Everybody just try to protect your energy as much as possible. Work on yourself. The better you can be for yourself, the better you can be for somebody else on any type of relationship, It's like everybody talks about, wrongness and like cheating and stuff like that, or even in my situation, families destroyed and stuff like that, but nobody talks about just relationships in general, just the simple morality. Everyone talks about how desensitized everyone is, but why though? Like a lot of the stuff, morality and stuff is gone because people don't shame ignorance the way they did yesterday. It's a lot of stuff in which people carry themselves or will go about something in a certain way where it was really looked down upon. Nobody wanted to have that connected to them. But a lot of that stuff now, it's like it's actually accepted and it's not even looked at in a bad manner. And I don't like, and of course a lot of it is like sexual stuff, right? Sexual energy is one of the most powerful energies. That's why it's used how it is. But it's like a lot, even that's even a whole nother conversation with that, how that's connected to kids and stuff. It's just it's so much shit, y'all. So much levels to it. But it's like I said, it's people that's on the forefront, regardless of what they're dealing with in their personal life, that's speaking about these things. It's a lot of people that have my followers shot up like never before in just this past month or the past 2 months, like never before. And I value and respect y'all, everybody. But even with that being said, it's like, and I showed y'all on some of my other platforms and stuff, I'm recording from my other phone to show y'all, like, I'm being attacked as if I got more followers than I actually do, just because of the stuff that I'm speaking on, you know. It's crazy, But I already, people, I mean, I'm not gonna say I already knew. Like, I use my common sense. Like, if you're speaking on something that's within a system that's affecting everybody, that they would want whoever they is, right, they would want in a certain manner to go, and someone is speaking about it and calling it out or something, of course, like, I know what's gonna come with that, but it's like, it's just at a forefront now, A lot of the issues are so bad. A lot of people are seeing it's not just so-called even us that's being affected. Like, the masses wise, everyone's being affected in ways that the stuff, that they thought wasn't like that and stuff like that. And so that's why I speak on this stuff. You hear what I'm saying? That's the standpoints in which, like, I come from, about this type of stuff. Like, I didn't ask to know a lot of this information, how I came into it and stuff either, But I'm glad that I did because, like I told y'all, me being alienated from my child, it was like I was either gonna, and it's crazy, I'm saying this to y'all, still alienated from my child, but it's closing out. November 19th, my court date. You know what I'm saying? I never would have thought from, like, my family being destroyed and then me being alienated from my child as a punishment because I chose not to let her abuse me no more, that, like, I would have reached such a level of pain that I didn't know existed, or better yet, even just came into the information off of all of that. It's like everything happened so fast for me, and it's like, as I'm gonna be straightforward with y'all. My normal level of me studying and reading, I haven't been doing it as much the past 3 weeks as I normally would. But it's like at the same time, I'm gonna get back on it. But it's like, it's just so much that I'm dealing with, y'all. Y'all, I don't think that y'all even realize when I've been coming to y'all all these years, telling y'all about everything that in which is happening now. Like, everything wasn't sweet and dandy with me during all of that. Like, I'm going through, like, real life stuff, past the regular real life stuff, while still doing this to y'all. You get what I'm saying? So, like, it's not anything light, or just the information alone. Like, you have to have a certain, like, the type of information that I have and knowing how it's set up. If I wasn't as mature as I was, or anybody wouldn't be to find out certain things, you definitely would crash out or lose your mind because the rest of your day, you definitely would, because it's like insane, It really is. It's like insane. So when you really see it like that, put it like this: how it all alludes to each other. Like, I know it's not a coincidence that I came into this over 30. You know what I'm saying? Seeing certain things and stuff like that. Mother F. I know I have the most weirdest name. It's up for yeah, y'all. But yeah, y'all. It's definitely serious though, But like I said, like I was just telling the lady outside, like, for real. It's crazy because a lot of people are working multiple jobs and still going through things, right? But the thing that's good about mine is, since I'm getting out of a financial situation, I don't, like, basically I get to what to make those responsibilities, how much those costs would be. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm trying to get my car first and foremost, get another whip, and then after that, I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, cause I'm gonna move up so fast as soon as I get my car. I'm gonna even be real with the person, like I'm gonna be real. Look, y'all, I'm trying to get like just like a stereo right now, you know, just something where I'm inside and I'm not sleeping in my car, where I can still save up my money in a quick manner and not having other stuff to throw towards and then move back up. You know, that's where I'm at with it as far as like my approach, you know, and like that should be good for me because I'm not like a partying person and stuff like that. I'm real introverted. Like I don't go out. I don't be doing all of that stuff. Like, you know, the only thing that was really holding me back from all of this was me having to throw like stuff towards like court and stuff and the private investigators. But all that shit is done with now. So like, I know why. Put it like this. When I say it's all spiritually connected, I know that that's why over the past few months that I've been working at Lowe's, where it's like I used that money to pay for everything on my private investigator, and then the field assistant job I had, why I don't have those jobs off of nothing that was my fault, you know? Because it's like the last of it, you know what I mean? It's like, I know the universe allowed me to work those jobs for those months, and even when they first tried to attack me for it not to work, but by the time they let it worked and they got me out of there for doing me wrong, it's like I already paid the private investigator all the stuff that I needed, you know? But they was trying to get me out of there for like diabolical ass shit. I was doing nothing wrong, but it's like it's a certain protection over me. It's like just having certain things come about off of me doing what I got to for myself, even with the level of pain that I'm in. Like I'm seeing it in a lot of different ways. Like I was just telling the woman outside just now, like I went into Applebee's for a second job, and when I went in there for a second job, the dude literally just like gave me the job on the spot, damn near. I didn't even expect that. And right before I went in there, y'all know what my last thought was? I was just like, man, I got this with the Metro, this, that, that. Like I'm like, man, I don't really want to go in here, but something just told me go in there, and I just listened. And when I went in there, the dude was like really, really nice. And then when I asked him was his manager there, like I was in a rush because I was trying to get on the bus. So I was trying to do all this in like 4 minutes. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I wasn't trying to have like a whole conversation with him. I didn't even think it was gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was gonna like me that much or whatever. But then he literally was like, just fill that out and you come right in. And he's like, it don't even matter. He didn't even give me a day. He's like, bring it back as soon as you do it. I'll get you right in here. But I know a lot of it was because like they confirmed. I had to confirm that I was working at the Applebee's in Woodbridge, off of like Jefferson Davis, you know, before they got closed down and stuff. Because there was a lot of wild shit happening there where I was working. That shit was crazy. But yeah, that was confirmed, and that helped out a lot. Also, I definitely know. You know what I mean? But still though, it's still a blessing though. Like I said, however so it came, it's still a blessing. You know, so it's like I'm grateful for it because he could have heard about me working there and been like, I don't give a fuck. Still, you know. Could have been like, nigga, you black. I don't give a fuck. I didn't know you while you working there. I'm not offering you to, you know, he could have been ignorant towards it. Like, that don't mean shit, you know? But I mean, I speak well though. So regardless of how I might look at someone's ignorant, they see tattoos and locks and stuff. I'm smart as hell. Like I can speak professionally and switch up if I need to, you know? So it's like, it is what it is at the end of the day. But I'm just literally just trying to, just focus up, you know, around all of this, y'all. But I value and respect y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. And I'm gonna tap in with y'all in a little bit.